Hi, ladies. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy holidays. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hola from Colombia. Hola. Welcome. Bienvenido. Welcome. Welcome. It's so good to be here. Now, I'm going to need you to go ahead and drop your first name and where you're watching from. Hey, Trish, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to, let me turn on this fan because it's starting to get real hot. It's getting hot. I'm trying to type and respond. From New York, awesome. I love New York City. Love up top. Thank you so much. We're going to talk about all kinds of amazing things. We're going to talk about hair. We're going to talk about skin. We're going to talk about total wellness. I'm going to open up the floor. Valerie in Atlanta, welcome, love. Welcome. It's so good to see you. I forgot one thing that I need to grab, so I'm going to just grab that. So we're going to talk about all things glow up. And I cannot forget tretinoin. Tretinoin was a game changer for me, and it really created the clear canvas for me to work from externally on my face. I use it on my face, my neck. I've used it under my arms, the tops of my hands, the tops of my feet, my knees. It's going to change your life. Okay. I do not have a sponsorship with any program or any company that provides this. It's just a game changer. So I want to thank each and every one of you for sharing your afternoon with me. Delos from North Carolina, thank you so much. I saw someone from Claudia from Colombia. Come on, come on. Tell me where you're calling in from, first name and where you're dialing in from. It's okay. That's okay. Merry Christmas. Grace, Merry Christmas. Give me your first name and where you're dialing in from. Orlando, Florida. Welcome. Thank you so much for sharing time with me. We are talking all things girl glow up. Whether you're over 50, near 50, nowhere near 50, or on your way to 50, over 50. From Florida, Teresa from Florida, Sheila, Tennessee. Welcome. Thank you so much for sharing time with me today. Thank you so much for spending your afternoon. How are your holidays? What are you doing? I also don't want to forget a couple of things. I'd like to plan a live for January 1st for New Year's Day. If you guys are interested in that, and we'll have some girl time. Um, Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Cincinnati, Danica from Cincinnati, welcome. Welcome, ladies. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Teresa. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. The space that we're building here is incredible. It's safe. We are learning. We cry here. We are growing. We are glowing up and we are thriving. I love how each and every one of you shows up in the comments. You share your stories. You encourage another woman. I'm so grateful for the space that we're building here. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that, and however I got led to be here, I'm here and creating a space for us. Laura, happy holidays from Michigan. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you have your beverage. You can take notes, but this live will be available so you can go back and view it at any time that you'd like. So I'm going to also, so if you see me looking down, it's because I'm also going to be typing some things in because I don't want you to I don't want you to have to focus on taking notes. I just want you to focus on just being present and being here. Tell me where you would like to start first. My plan is to we're going to start with a prayer. We're going to start there. And then we're going to open up and talk about hair. We're going to talk about skin, makeup, and just overall wellness. Hey, Stephanie from Kentucky. Miss Eves from Chicago, thank you so much for joining us. Yes, let's talk about, yes. You know, Laura, you made a decision to show up. You're making a decision to join our tribe. You are already in your glow up, okay? You're already in your glow up. Now it's just to talk about some of the tools, and the products that have have worked. And you guys know, hey Keisha, good to see you. So good to see you. Um, some of the images are images that I know and have learned those ladies' names because they've been with me from the beginning of this journey. And Keisha is one of them. There's so many of you. I try to remember each of your stories and the things that you share with me. Um, because it's so important that I remember the things that you share with me. And it's incredible. I can't remember milk at the grocery store, but I can remember the things that you guys have shared with me. So thank you so much. So we're going to open up. I started a series of prayers, and really at a time where I needed it most. We know that prayer changes things. And the one thing about prayer is we well, let me say this. There are some things that can only be changed and transformed through prayer. And because we don't know which things that they are, like which issue or which thing, what breakthrough, we should pray concerning everything. Pray, meditate. Please don't let my words hang you up. Whatever it is that you do, use that in replace of that word. But pray, meditate, manifest, whatever it is that you do to call in and attract, whether it's God, the universe, your ancestors, or all of the above, right? We are here to grow, glow, and thrive together. Kamala, thank you so much. Kamala, you're in Florida. Did I remember that right? You're in Florida. Trish, you'd like to talk about skincare? We're going to cover it. But I'm going to just start with a prayer, like I was sharing at a time where I needed it the most, um, during a storm in my family's life, is what led me and inspired me to start doing that. As I look back on my life and the things that I've needed most, is that grounding word. Um, I have, there was a time in my life, K Lima. Got it. I got it. Thank you so much. So there was a time in my life where I was shy about being a believer. That's so far in the wind, that at any given moment I will stand in prayer for someone. And so we're going to start with that prayer that kicked off this series. And if you just bear with me just a moment, I'll find it. Okay, well, I can't find it on my iPad, so let me just go to my device here. And you'll see our fur babies running around in the background. They hear me talking and they're trying to figure out who I'm talking to. And then you'll see my daughter in the background as well. She's doing amazingly well. So grateful for all of your prayers, for all of you amazing prayer warriors that showed up at a time where we needed it the most. So thank you so much. She's doing so incredibly well. Okay. You guys ready for this prayer? Ready? Because it's go time. Yes, love? Okay. Um, All right. Prayers. I'm trying to. Here we go. Is this the first one? Yes. Yes. So, as let me say this first, that it is my prayer that as my voice travels the world, that women are touched in ways to rediscover themselves, to embrace all that they are, um, and start from where they are. I hear often on in our platform that we're starting over. We're not starting over. You're starting just from where you are. And I think we need to give ourselves more grace and more space, and to just accept wherever we are. We are where we are, and we're going to start from this point. For those of you that don't have a circle of women to count on, reach to some of the other women in our platform, because there's some amazing souls here that will stand in agreement with you, will pray over you. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And it's such an incredible space. So, in the coming year, I will have a women's retreat. I'm working on planning some things. I do have a meet and greet in Atlanta that I haven't even dropped the new date, new information on. I will do that today. So, there will be a girls' meetup. I'll have a couple of days depending on what the wait list looks like. But the initial date will be January 2nd at 7 p.m. here in Buckhead Village. For those of you that are available and just want to grab a cocktail, for those that don't drink, there will be a non alcoholic beverage option for you, and just for us to spend a few hours together where we can hug one another, we can laugh and giggle and just do what we do as girls. There it is super important to me that as I plan some of these girl meetups, that they're at no cost. I want you guys just come, just come and hang out. Let's have an opportunity to share time face to face, and um, um, so I'm trying to read messages too. So there will be some meetups next year. I'm looking at planning kind of a weekend retreat. I just haven't um, um, solidified dates on that, but I do have a girls' Friday night meetup planned January 2nd here in Buckhead Village. I will drop, you guys can bear with me. I can drop that. Actually, I'll drop it after the live. You just go to Eventbrite, you'll register there. There's no cost for the event. All the questions that you have about that event will be in. I spent a great deal of time working through a frequently asked questions section, like FAQs, like where's parking, what should I wear, shoes, just everything about the area, so that all those questions are addressed prior to you showing up. Okay. It will be a no cost event. We'll have an area roped off for us or sectioned off for us to just kind of hang out. Yes, it'll be January 2nd at 7 p.m. It'll probably be from 7 p.m. to about 9:30, 10 o'clock. And so we'll just be able to hang out, share a beverage. That's okay. I'm going to have other events. It's okay. This is just a local event for some of the women that live here locally, but I will have some events next year that you'll have plenty of notice to register. I will select a couple of really nice hotels where we can, or venues where it will have accommodations for those that need it. So just bear with me on that. It is going to come. It's probably going to be sometime in this. Yes, Valerie, it'll probably, those weekend retreats will probably be in the summer. Okay. And so next Friday, January 2nd, I will have a meet and greet here in Buckhead Village. I will drop the Eventbrite after this live, and I will also drop it in the community post. I will drop it on LinkedIn. I'll also drop it on Facebook. The location will not be shared in the invite. It will say Buckhead Village, but 24 hours, 48 hours before the event, those that have registered will get the location details. And that's just to keep everyone safe, right? It's important that we protect the environment, and you need to be registered to attend. And so I'm going to keep it really intimate, maybe 30, 40 women max, just so that we have an opportunity to kind of just get to know each other. Anything outside of that doesn't allow us to kind of just share time and get to know each other and chat a little bit. Okay. Yes, there will be a summer retreat. So let's jump into the prayer. God, today I lift up every woman who's tired, not tired in her body, but tired in her spirit, Lord. Tired of pouring into people who don't pour back. Tired of shrinking just to keep the peace. Tired of settling for connections that don't honor who she is becoming, Lord. Lord, remind her that she is not hard to love. She is just outgrown people who could not meet her with truth, intention, and care, Lord. Restore her confidence today in this moment as she hears my voice. Restore her identity. Restore her belief that healthy love exists and she deserves every bit of it. God, close every door that leads to confusion. Silence every distraction disguised as connection, Lord. Remove anyone who plays with her emotions or makes her question her worth. Give her the courage to release what no longer honors her. Give her the strength to trust her intuition, Lord. Give her the peace that comes from choosing herself, not from being chosen by someone else. And Father, if love is written for her in her next chapter, send her man who is healed, consistent, emotionally honest, and intentional. A man who speaks with clarity, with love, with integrity, and values the softness she fought to reclaim. Let her rest knowing that she is not missing out. She is leveling up. She is not losing anything. She is being protected. She will not chase. She will not settle, Lord. She will not apologize for her standards. This is her season of alignment. This is her season of clarity, Lord. This is her season of becoming her. Lord, we thank you, we trust you, and we give you praise. Amen. 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 So let's get started. So, okay, let me catch up on some messages. So, yes, the summer retreat. Yes, it's growing and thriving. Yes, yes, yes. So, yes, I'm so glad to hear this. Venetia, hi. Thank you so much. Amen. Yes, amen. Amen. So, let's jump into hair because you guys know the journey that I was on with this thinning, balding hair that I was like really concerned about. And there were so many reasons, I believe, why my hair was thinning. And not to mention the fact that I was plucking it out. So as the gray hair grew in, I plucked it out. And, whew, sorry, I'm hot. I have this great fan that I keep If you guys don't have one of these things, like, oh my gosh, you need to get it. So I actually bought it for the pool, and it's collapsible, and you can actually take it with you. Isn't this great? So I usually keep it at my desk, but I actually bought it for the pool for the summer, and it's great because sometimes when I have a little flash, or just feel like I'm overheating, not necessarily a hot flash, but just overheating. Um, it's been perfect. So hair, yes. Oh my god, girl, like it was rough. Like it was rough. So hair. I have shared very openly all of the products that I use along the way. And if I need to drop links, I can. Um, if you go to my Amazon, excuse me, to my channel, you will find the links not only to my e commerce shop, but to my Amazon storefront and my LTK shop. And I spent a great deal of time kind of categorizing things. So hopefully that you could all find it very easily. And so, yes, I'll drop it here. So I've spoken very openly about the DIY hair growth formula that a sister friend had shared with me. It's 3 products, and it's sulfur 8. It is virgin hair fertilizer, and um, and I use I'm sorry, I'm going blank. What's the brand of hair oil? The hair products that you use, Taylor. What's it called? The hair products that you use. Pattern. Thank you. My daughter had to patterns. Patterns makes a jojoba oil that we just had it at home because that's what my daughter used. And for me, it really helped cancel out the smell of the sulfur 8. I have been working on an all natural formula. And so I've been doing some research on some all natural hair oils that we can actually make at home using natural herbs. So I will be testing that here at home over the course of the next few months, 3 months or so, before I share it, because it's important that I test it out and make sure that it works before we start using it. So I will hopefully in the spring be able to share that with you, as well as some other really exciting things. So these are the products that I use. This is the product that really just changed my life. It really took my hair that was very thin and very porous, you could see through the scalp, to kind of this really thick for me, because I have very fine hair, thicker hair where my scalp was completely covered. And then now I use it just maybe once or twice a week, really closer to my shampoo day, because as my hair is just very fine, and as it's growing it weighs it down and makes it really oily. So I kind of wait closer to my shampoo day before I apply it, and I'll maybe do it for 1 or 2 days a week. And you start to see hair growth very quickly. You'll actually start to see what's like peach fuzz very, very quickly. And if you just allow it to do its thing and you can deal with that, you're going to start to see your hair really grow in. Um, yes, I'm so glad. Yes, you talked about the Mary Ruth vitamins as well, Maya. So I've spoken very openly about the Pantene products that I use, right? I just very recently started using, and I also talk about Amika's hair bust your brass toner for gray hair, and it helps my gray hair stay really, really white. Let me see if I can turn this around. Okay, so Amika's products, there's a shampoo and a hair mask. I prefer the hair mask just because this is a leave-in for 2 to 3 minutes, where this I have to leave in for 20 minutes. Um, and I just like the way that my hair feels after the mask a lot better than the shampoo. And I generally don't do both. And so I used to use this every week. I find now that I just use it a few times a month, and that's plenty. But I received a gift from Sephora, because your girl loves Sephora. And on my super cloudy days, emotionally cloudy days, I actually used to go visit Sephora, and I would leave feeling so much better because I had an opportunity to just focus on my wellness and focus on just me, and have someone just dote on me for the hour that I was there. And I would test products. And the great thing about Sephora is that you can take anything home. They'll give you any sample and you can try it for a week and see if it works for you before you make an investment. So, yes, Amika's product. So, I received this as a gift from Sephora, and this is Amika's hair repair system. So it's a shampoo. It's a strengthening repair shampoo with a strengthening repair conditioner and a mask. And oh my goodness. This product is amazing. Yes, I got it. Yes, Maya, I got it on my birthday as well. And yes, we are birthday twins. And so this was one of the gifts that I selected on my birthday. And it is amazing. So I dropped a picture yesterday, and it's actually also the thumbnail for this live. I had just shampooed my hair. I mean, it's light and fluffy and feels really thick. I mean, as thick as my hair is going to be, and full. And so I've also revised my technique. I'm sorry, I was looking for my hairbrush on how I wrap my hair. I was wrapping my hair all wrong. So it was really not responding very well every morning because I wasn't wrapping it well. And so this is going to change life. Yes. Hi, love. I have not seen you in a while, and now may have been present, Bula. Yes. Hey, Sergio. Thank you so much. Yes, it's great for all textures and men. So the hair products that I talk about, men can use as well, right? So this DIY hair formula, I've actually shared this with my male friends, and they have seen a considerable difference in their hair and have seen significant hair growth and has restored hair where it was once lost. And so it's amazing. And so all of these products, there's no gender in Glow Up. There's no gender in the Glow Up. And so this product is amazing. So we talked about hair very quickly. The other things that are important with your hair glow up is, of course, how you're eating and the supplements that you use, right? MSM. Sergio actually introduced me to this many, many years ago in capsule formula. And so not only does it help you with your allergies, and it helped me completely eliminate migraines that I was having, it also helps strengthen your hair and encourage less hair loss. So the thing about this MSM in the powder formula, it comes with a really tiny scooper, and you actually have to start using it gradually or you're going to get really bad sinus headaches. So if you get the capsules, great. If you get the powder, and this is in my Amazon storefront, you'll find this under the hair products. And so I have a section with DIY hair formula and all of these products except for the Amika hair repair are in it. So I will go ahead and add that at the end of our live. And so MSN is a super important product. Hang on, I did something here. Okay. Super important product in promoting healthy hair, and you'll experience a lot less shedding as well. Yes. MSM is the truth. It's going to change your life. Not only will your allergy issues go away, your hair is going to look amazing. So get on board. Remember, if you're getting the powder formula, start gradually. If you start with a full scoop on day one, you're going to have a horrible sinus headache that's going to last for a couple of days. And that'll remind you not to do that again. Remember these words. Okay. So, and then of course, I love my Pantene mask, but let me tell you, I've made a switch over to Amika's products because it's absolutely amazing. Yes, yes, we can do a full content. Yes, on my skin. So I also plan on doing a live. You guys drop a. Hang on, let me just try to keep up here. On January 1st. Okay, so I can also do a live on January 1st and we can just talk about skin. But the most important, any other hair questions? Yes, amen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Maya. Thank you all. You guys are all so amazing. So any other questions about hair before we move on? Before we move on? Any more hair questions? No? No, because we only have probably about 30 more minutes here. So amazing hair just doesn't happen, right? We have to eat well, we have to drink our water, the supplements that we would take, the vitamins, yes. So I take a ton of vitamins. I take MSM every day. Ashwagandha is a part of my life. I have anxiety, so ashwagandha helps me not melt down every day. And it helps me sleep really well because I found that I was always up trying not to forget things. And I take 2 every morning on an empty stomach. I do not recommend gummies. I recommend that you find a vegan capsule. You can find this one online. Yes, you need to take it regularly. 2 every morning on an empty stomach. The bottles normally say 1 twice a day. Take them both in the morning on an empty stomach with water. If you have anxiety and you get overstressed, also add a super enzyme, a digestive enzyme to your diet, because what is happening is your body is super stressed. I'm not medical, but I'm medical. Okay, this is life experiences here. So when we're stressed and we're overwhelmed, we can produce more stomach acid. This starts to calm that. So these were 2 things, and I have been on both of these products for probably 6 years. I cannot be without ashwagandha because it helps me manage stress. I went from feeling like OJ every day running through the airport. That might not be the best analogy, but to catwalking through my day because I sleep 8 hours a day. I'm well rested. I process things better. I'm more relaxed. I'm able to be who I was created to be without the overthinking and feeling this underlining stress all the time. Right? There was a time in my life that I ran twice a day just because I had all this heavy stress on me. I'm not even interested in that, in that level of commitment anymore. So that's hair. That's vitamins very quickly. Yes, OJ. And so, okay. So let me just move some things around because I tried to be ready this time. I'm going to jump into teeth very quickly. Not everyone subscribes and recommends a baking soda. It's just something that I'm going to do. I do it once a week. I try to do it no more than twice a week. And I add a little baking soda to my favorite toothpaste. And it helps keep my smile amazing. Keeps it white. It keeps it bright. I'm a tea drinker, so that can be, that's something that I am more sensitive to because a sister just has to have white teeth. So in addition to my favorite toothpaste, yes, um, toothpaste and baking soda. I also have some of my favorite mouthwashes. And if you go to my Amazon storefront, you will see a special category for my Bright Smile products. It's there that you can find. Um, I try to make sure that I'm really, um, what increased liver enzymes? Um, yeah, that's a great question. We want Valerie, share that nugget. Yes, yes. I mean, it's just really simple things that you can do that don't cost very much are really a game changer. Really, really a game changer. Just in our everyday life, just overall. These were not things that were super, super expensive, but slowly over time, I began to, you know, see the changes. It just made small little tweaks in my routine. It was just an absolute game changer. So, um, it's really important also to take a probiotic, a really high quality probiotic. So please make sure if you're not doing that. I had a situation a few months ago where I was breaking out in hives every time I ate. And I ended up seeing a dermatologist and getting a prescription grade hydrocortisone cream that really cleared it up. But it really stemmed from me not taking my probiotics. And I did not realize that I had not taken them for 3 or 4 months. And my gut was imbalanced, it was out of balance. And so that probiotic was so critical, and literally things that were causing me to itch. When I started the probiotic again, it completely went away. I'm not like I was breaking out in hives when I ate eggs. Everything that I was eating, I was breaking out in hives all over my face and I was itching horribly. It was because my gut was out of balance. I actually went into my local health food store, um, to get more ashwagandha. And I happened to mention it to her, to the owner. And she looked at me and she said, when was the last time you took a probiotic? And I was like, oh my God, I ran out and I didn't replenish that. And she's like, you need a probiotic. So I started on a probiotic, and I did a leaky gut cleanse. So I kind of did a detox, and that really helped put everything back in balance. Let me grab that, Maya. I don't think oh yes, I have it here. So I take the raw probiotic, the ultimate care. I needed the big dog. Um, this is just what worked for me, and I'm almost at the end of this. So there's one capsule left. So I started on this 30 days ago. 30 days ago. And I'm not breaking out in hives anymore. My face is completely cleared up. And it's incredible that when we don't give the body what it needs, it'll show up. And it's up to us to kind of really dig and get to the heart of what is causing the issue, right? Or the imbalance, rather. So, okay, any more questions about vitamins before we move into skin? Because yes, 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 biotin. I take a hair, skin, and nails as well. I'm inconsistent with the vitamin D. Yes, lemon water. I do that. That helps. That's like, helps keep things neutral. And I always have my lemon water. And so I also alternate, and I'll add in some alkaline water as well too, a few times a month. I used to do it more frequently, but I just don't. Just don't now. Um, So tretinoin is actually, I think, the generic, right? It's a retinol A cream. Um, yes, yes, I'm inconsistent with that. I'm gonna write that down, and I'm not sure why. Vitamin D. And I take a vitamin B as well, and then C. Okay, so May will be 2 years since I started tretinoin, and I really felt, and I really did have good skin. So I thought until, but I did have some unevenness in my complexion, which had always been there because I was a swimmer. And being in the sun and having goggles, I always kind of had this, you know, different pigment color because of the goggles. And then over the years, I think it lightened, but it's still, I still had some discoloration, what's called hyperpigmentation. And I started on tretinoin. I was using too much in the beginning, and so a pea size for your entire face and neck is more than enough. Yes, it's prescription. So it's prescription, and you can either see your local dermatologist and get a prescription that way, or I used initially Nurex, and it's nurex.com. I'm going to drop it in, and it's an online pharmacy. And I was able to, and I think I was with them for like a year, or yes, you can ask your dermatologist and get a prescription. It's like every human should have tretinoin. Every human. If I could type and spell, I'd be okay. Okay. So, yes, it's amazing. So what it does, and I think I recorded it from my dermatologist, and he talked about just how incredible this product is and will transform your skin. And so with Nurex, I think it's going to be about $90 out the door. And then they send you a refill every 3 months. And so it will transform your skin. Lines completely went away. Hyperpigmentation went completely away. And in 6 months, I had completely different skin. Completely different skin. The fine lines are completely gone. The hyperpigmentation gone. I also keep it consistent from my face down to my neck, and I also use it on my chest. So I also started using it under my arms. Sorry for the deodorant. Under my arms, and completely lightened under my arms. And so I also use it on the top of my hands, because as we age as women, oftentimes our age, the tops of our hands can be telling of our age. And so I want you to be completely guessing. I want it to be a complete guessing game on how old I am. And so I started using it on the tops of my hands, and that took about a month to see a change. And the lines and wrinkles that I had on the tops of my hands completely went away. It was amazing. I also use it on my knees. I use it on the tops of my feet, including my toes, tops of my toes, and anywhere else I could put it. If I could bathe in it, I probably would. No, I probably wouldn't do that. Let's see. It's incredible. Like, it's incredible. I'm often asked what color I dye my hair. I don't dye my hair. So I think people have a hard time connecting me to being in my mid 50s. I'm 54. And so it one thing you do have to be careful with tretinoin is that if you microblade your brows, you want to be careful about um, oh yes, Valerie, I take collagen. Oh my gosh, thank you for that. Hey Jacqueline, thank you so much. um, so I pretty much use it like lotion. Oh, and I also put it on my elbows. Okay, because we cannot have hyperpigmentation on our elbows. Like I use it everywhere I can put it. It's amazing. And so hell, they send me enough, I'm gonna use it. And so yeah, okay, I'm trying to keep up. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, because it will absorb the the tretinoin will absorbs into your skin, and if you're not careful, it will fade this amazing brow work that you've had done and are maintaining year to year, right? So you want to make sure you're keeping it away from your eyebrows, and of course, you do not put it in your under eye area. So let's see. So the tretinoin is only used at night. Um, it's only used at night. You use no more than a pea size, and the pea size is enough for your face and all through your neck. I would even and then maybe another half a pea size on your chest, because you want to make sure that that look is consistent from your face to your neck and to your chest. Okay. Um, and so you're just using a pea size. You have to be sure that you are hydrating your face. You have to make sure that you're hydrating your face, because this is going to dry your face out. So that put me on another journey of rediscovering new products, because the products I was using just didn't provide enough moisture anymore. And so that's how I ended up under on the Sunday Riley products, which have been incredible. Those are in my skin category 2 on Amazon. They're amazing. I use the Afterglow, which just it just takes the skin and the makeup to a whole nother level. Because of tretinoin, I also use less makeup. It is in, amazing to me how little makeup products I use now. Um, um, yes, yes. Thank you so much, Natasha, for joining us. I'm so grateful. Yes. So yes. Tretinoin, thank you, ladies. Thank you, Valerie, because I'm jumping all over the place. And so tretinoin you use only at night. You have to use enough moisture and serum to your face. Not only do I use moisturizers, I have serums. The cleansers that I use are oil based, so it adds additional moisture. And yes, Erin, you have to make sure to use a sunscreen and stay out of the sun directly. Yes. So thank you, ladies. This is why I love our space. Like we just share information so freely to help one another, and it's just amazing. It's amazing. And both dogs are sitting under my desk. And so let me get the hang on, let me get um, okay, so I use a marine collagen. So another viewer actually shared that she used thank you so much. Yes, 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 yes. Jump roping is one of the easy. You're so welcome. Jump roping is probably one of the easiest things that we can do, and it clears the mind so easily. Another viewer shared with me that she had lost. She was already down, and it was like her first 3 weeks. She was already down like 12 pounds by just jump roping every day. You know, and it's amazing how if we because sometimes look, we don't have it in us to get on a treadmill, we don't have it in us to get on a walk, we don't to go on a walk, we don't have it in us to actually lift some weights. But jump, you can just pick up a jump rope. You can do that in your living room, in your kitchen, depending on what your floors look like. You can do it outside. You can do it in your garage. You can do it on your patio. I mean, so jump roping is such a, and now they have ropeless jump ropes. I tried that. It didn't work for me. I needed to hear that sound of the jump rope hitting the floor. So it's so easy, and it the body falls in line very quickly, and it doesn't take a large investment. 5 minutes, 3 minutes. Um, hey, hey, Rosalind, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to our tribe of amazing souls where we are learning, growing, glowing up, and thriving together. Um, yes, yes. Someone else recommended the shampoo as well. I haven't tried it just because I don't know. I got enough stuff that I got going on. But so another viewer talked about collagen and how important it was. And she mentioned that she was using marine collagen, and I didn't know what that was. So that took me down a road because I had this huge bottle of Black Girl Vitamin, collagen, and other Black Girl Vitamin products. And so I didn't even know what collagen was. And when I started researching it, I knew, that we needed it, but why? And what, and more importantly, what were the ingredients? And so this viewer mentioned marine collagen. So that kind of started me down that road. And I, I, I can't, I can't take the regular collagen, ladies. It's a byproduct of cows, and it's just not something that I can do. I don't eat red meat, and it just wasn't something that I could do. So I'm so glad I hadn't started on it. Um, and I ended up gifting it to my sister, to my mom and my sister, and yeah, they can do that. So I went to my local health food store and I got marine collagen. I don't take it every day. I just it smells like fish tank water. Okay? Yeah. It smells like fish tank water. So it so I bought this at my local health food store. Um I bought it if you're are you local to I bought it in Vinings. There's a health food store called Goodness Grocery, and that's where I go to buy all of my homeopathics. I don't know if they have an online version or online shop. I never thought to ask, but I use, I'm going to put it in the chat, a local, because you can always reach out to them. Goodness Grocery, and they're in Vinings. Yes, tretinoin is prescription only. If you go up to the chat, you will see a link. I dropped a link. If you do not have a dermatologist, there's a link for an online pharmacy where you can go called Nurex. And they actually you'll download the app. They'll have you take pictures of your face and right, left, and in good light, and then they'll make recommendations. So that's what I did initially. Now I just get my prescription from my dermatologist. So I got plenty. I given a couple of tubes away just because someone had a need and I could share it with them. So that's probably also because I've been taking this for about a month. I don't know how long you actually before you start seeing results, but this probably is also, yes, Sprouts probably sells it as well. Yes, of course, they would definitely sell it. Trader Joe probably sells it. Whole Foods probably sells it. But I've been using the marine collagen for about a month, and it probably is also why my hair is, growing and looking a lot healthier. a lot healthier. So because of tretinoin, I hi Naya, thank you so much. You're so welcome. Like I don't gatekeep. Like this is for us to learn, grow, incorporate the things that we aren't doing, remind gentle reminders of the things that we should be doing, and then getting other products from other women that are working, right? Because there is not one product. There's not one way to go. There's so many options that we have, um, for us to stay well and be well, right? So because of tretinoin, I started using a whole lot less makeup, and now I use even less. So I don't have my skincare products, but I use a cleansing balm. Um, Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for my obedience. I'm so grateful that my obedience met your need. And those are inspiring women all around the world. Thank you so much. Thank you. And so the glow up started from the inside first, right? The glow up was the inside, and now it transcends outside. So what I didn't know was going to happen, and this is real, when I decided to stand up on this platform as a creator, or try to find my way on this platform as a creator, I didn't know that I would be going through a complete healing before the world. I didn't know that. And I did not know that I would be on a journey to rediscovering myself before the world. You know, so hi. Hey, Lisa. You're so welcome, Jacqueline. It's truly an honor. Thank you, Valerie. It's just it's so you all have watched me completely glow up, thrive, heal, cry, and overcome, like in real time. I had no idea that this is what was going to happen. I thought I was going to get up here and talk about some bags and, and some favorite restaurants and things like that, not knowing that thank you, they're all running in the background. Um, didn't know that I would completely change and transform myself from the inside out, right? In this space, and then be able to be a guiding light for other women around the world. It's incredible. And so the inner work started first. And as I was doing the inner work, I started getting nuggets and learning and growing, um, you know, which then helped transform me from the outside, right? And so even the weight loss journey with menopause, it was really hard. I wasn't motivated. I was an athlete. I always worked out. I always went to the gym. As a former athlete, it was a part of my life. And I would literally get dressed to go to the gym and then take my shoes off and go grab a bag of chips or a bag of cookies. And it's just, and initially when I started the walking, which is what really transformed me, and in that walking journey, I think it was, so I gained 30 pounds during menopause. No, I gained 25 pounds in menopause, and I lost 30, and then I lost an additional 20 pounds. I really owed more than that. So in my 50-pound journey, I did not give up the chips and the snacks and the cookies initially, because it was serving an emotional need. So as I worked through the emotions, I was able to then say no as frequently to those things. But one of the things that I always say, and I encourage you, don't throw all that stuff away, because there's an emotional need that we have to work through. If you want the ice cream, get the ice cream, right? But so we have to work through those things. And as I began to work through and heal and rediscover myself, is been a, it's been an incredible journey to get here. So the makeup products that I now use, I literally feel like I'm doing a color by number every day. And I initially planned And maybe what I'll do is the session that we have on the first, I'll do it where I'll just come on with my face just clean without makeup and show you literally the process I go through to put the makeup on. And it literally takes, I barely have anything on. And so I contour. I take a little bit of my match, skin match foundation. I put it here, I put it here, here, and right here. And then I just blend it all in. I add a concealer, which I now use, which is amazing. Fenty Beauty's concealer. This stuff isn't in my store because I haven't had an opportunity to add it. But I will. I'll either add it to my Amazon store or my LTK. But literally, I'm just adding a little bit of concealer. I'm blotting that in. Hi, Pam. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm adding typically what you'll add is a press powder just to finish it all. I'm having issues with some of the press powders because some of them are made with flowers like hibiscus extract. I can't use those things. They break my face out. So I can't use anything from a flower. And most of those press powders I'm learning have some kind of flower or plant extract in them. And it's just creating an issue for me. But, and then a little bit of rouge and a setting spray, excuse me, and I'm done. I'm out the door. I'm out the door. It literally takes me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you. It's an honor. And so we'll have a live on the 1st, and I'll probably do it at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'll just talk skincare. So because of tretinoin, I really now use very minimal products on my face, on my skin, and the glow is my natural glow. My skin without the makeup is not that far different, right? And so I'm just using the makeup to enhance. My forehead doesn't even completely have makeup product on it. If you can see, I literally just put some right here, right? And a little bit of concealer. Lip color, I keep it neutral. I brush it in and I'm done. I put a setting spray. If I want a little bit of a glowy look, I always use Morphe setting spray. But if I want to matte it down a little bit, I have another one. EOS, I think is the name. E something. Anyway, it's in a pink spray bottle. I didn't bring it, but I will, if I want more of a matte finish, I'll spray that. And that is a waterproof matte finish, which gives me an all day kind of very finished look. Yes. Lisa, Mary Kay has some amazing products. I have never really had a lot of success with them. I break out every time. And it's like hives break out. And so they're not products that I can use, but they have some amazing products. I love their lip. They have a lip scrub with a mask and a serum. Love that. I live for that product. The original formula. So if you have any of those, drop that link so that I can buy it. So, thank you so much, Sharon. I really appreciate you sharing. The more you share the content, the more it helps other women because we're out here. Yes, satin lips. I love it. The original one, not the one they changed, the new formula with the green and white labeling. The original one in that kind of cream tube with the small black writing. I love that product. So is there anything else that we need to touch on before I jump off? Because that's about it for us today. Yes, I'm a Caribbean girl. Rouge. I'm a Caribbean girl. I'm an island girl. So you nailed it, Sharon. So we're going to have a live on the 1st. For those of you that are local, yes, I love that. Mary Kay has amazing products. They have amazing products, and we just have to find what works for us. And what I also love about Mary Kay is being able to support the people that I know that are consultants with them, or beauty consultants with them. It's just something I unfortunately I'm not able to use. So on the second, oh yes, oh my gosh, Korean skincare, amazing. I used to use for years Yanka. It was only found in salons, in spas. At one point, my mom introduced me to Yanka, and oh my gosh, that stuff was amazing. I may actually go back to that. If you, Grace, you have any Korean skin products that you recommend, just drop them in there so that we can do some research, because that is going to take it to the next level. So on the second, I'm going to have a local a meet and greet for those of you that are local. And you can join me in Buckhead Village. I will drop that information on Facebook, LinkedIn. I'll drop it on my Instagram as well as in the community, in our community here on YouTube. Let's see, any other announcements? I have some new memberships coming out, and I will drop those today. And just really kind of really focusing on wellness and consistency. And so I'll drop that, and then a kind of, so there'll be 3 different tiers. Okay, so I'll drop those. Probably today I'll drop them. So those of you that are interested in memberships where you get some private voice messages, videos, and content from me, I'll be offering that. I'm also dropping a audio session where you can have audio. It'll be by private list only. Once you purchase it, you'll have access to 30-day audios from me. You can listen to all of them at once. You can listen to 5 or 6 of them every day, but they'll drop in volumes in 30-day increments. So the first volume in Becoming Her, that Becoming Her audio, where you can walk with me every single day with an inspirational message, that will drop. I'll have that dropped by the 1st. So it may drop sooner, but for sure by the 1st. I already outlined it all. I just need to review everything and get it up live. And so when you purchase that series, you'll get a 1-page description with a link to the private playlist with 30-day inspirational messages to encourage you. And the prayers, we're going to keep going with those. I've already outlined 60 days worth of prayers. So I drop one every single night. Sometimes I drop it on TikTok, but for sure it's in our YouTube community. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for all your love, your support, your prayers, for showing up, for supporting other women here, for sharing the content. We are manifesting amazing things for 2026 and beyond. And you can have the life that you want. It's up to you to manifest it. I am believing for amazing things for each and every one of you, for peace, for love, for wealth, financial independence. I'm calling it all in. Thriving businesses, that for those of you that have children or aunties, that your family members thrive and excel and stand in their purpose. Most importantly, I'm here when you need me. I know I'm behind on messages, and I'm grateful for your grace, because I can't keep up. I can't keep up with all the messages. And so I usually spend 2 or 3 hours a day, kind of 2 or 3 hours a day, kind of responding to messages. I just haven't been able to keep up. Okay, so bear with me. Merch. I will look at that and see what merch I can bring back, because the merch is amazing, and we're in hoodie season. And so I think that I could probably get that back in stock soon, Valerie. I'll look at bringing that back on live. Um, Today's Saturday. Probably, but before the end of the weekend, I can bring all the merch back online. Okay. I really just needed to hit pause on it all because it's so much to manage. And your girl was feeling really overwhelmed. And I was, with all the things that I had going on personally with my daughter and getting her well. Um, I just needed to kind of step back from some things. So I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. Lisa, I love you. I love you all. Um, you are so welcome. Yes, she is in the background. She said hello. She was going to step in for just a minute, but she's taking her braids down. She's got a fabulous weekend planned with her new guy, and he is amazing. I'm so grateful for her. She's been able to start working again, so she's working a part-time job now, and she's doing so well. We hope that she'll be back in school next fall. Is her hope and her plan. There's no pressure. Um, Her wellness was the most important thing. So she's doing so well, so well. Yes, she loves you too. She's so great. We're so grateful for all the messages and prayers. Just continue to keep us in prayer, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay. So I am so grateful for each one of you. I'm gonna go work on some videos. Okay. I'm gonna work some. Yes, her name is Joy. Yes, I'm gonna go work on some videos because I know you guys are waiting for some videos. So I have a few that I'm working on that I'll get. Yes, God is so good. All the time, He is good. Um, yes, her name is Joy, and she spells it Joi. And yes, thank you all for sharing time with me today. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. Bye. Mwah. Bye. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. We do have a meet and greet planned. I'm going to drop it. There is a meet and greet plan for January 2nd at 7 p.m. I'm going to drop the information in the YouTube community now. Okay. So it's going to be in YouTube community. It's going to be on Facebook, and it's going to be on LinkedIn. Space is limited. So you only will be able to attend by invitation only. 48 hours before the event, the location will be dropped just to keep everyone safe, just to make sure that that information is contained. And you will have to show your Eventbrite confirmation to be able to get in. Okay. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you that will have an opportunity to hang out with me on a Friday night in the city. Right. I'll see you soon. January 2nd. You're welcome. It's truly an honor. Thank you. Have a great day.